You here already? Okay, tea time is over. Time to make hats. So many hats, not everyone has a place to keep them at home. Let me show you multiple designs you can use for just one hat. Each of us have different style of hats at home, so I will use two different styles of hats for this DIY, but all of this can be done by using one hat. This first technique, I'm using an elastic band. I measured my hat and left about 5 centimeters or 2 inches space to add elastic band. I folded each side of ribbon and sew each side to elastic band. Another way is using hairband. You would still need to hold each side of elastic band and measure your hat. Tie a nice and small bow from ribbon of your choice, but keep it loose so you can add flowers in the middle. If you like those soft pink flowers I'm using, you can find them in description box below. A link to buy them on my Amazon page. All I did is break a piece of flowers from a branch and push it inside of my ribbon right in the center. Then I sew it to elastic band. Keep it loose when you sew it to elastic band, or it will lose its elasticity and it will be hard to put it on your hat. You can do it by hand or use sewing machine. And make sure your thread is matching color of your ribbon, because small details on the hat makes it look more elegant and professional. I actually have a separate Instagram account for my pets and I post a lot of behind the scenes pictures. Check it out and follow my cat and dog. For a second hat, you would need a hot glue gun and no elastic band. This ribbon has lovely edges, but I felt like it was missing something, so I added extra ribbon in the middle. For this, I definitely recommend to use sewing machine for sure. Then fold a couple of times on one side and sew it. On the other side, I left middle ribbon a little longer, so I can use hot glue gun to attach each side together. To make this bow, I used one thick ribbon and I tied it really small, and above it I used transparent ribbon. Then you will need to sew it right in the middle. Now with matching color thread, you will need to sew flowers to your bow. Once you finish bow, only then sew it to main ribbon that goes on your hat. I'm sure everyone has leftover belts, maybe from old pants or skirts or something left over from your kids or when you were a kid. You can use all of them to create this hat. I choose this dark green color belt. There is always leftover buttons, any kind, shape, size. Anything can be used for this hat. I choose those big, colorful, silly buttons. By the way, a box like this is great to keep buttons or anything for jewelry making. This box has small, medium and large sections that you can take out and move them around. I highly recommend this. You can find in description box below a link where you can purchase it. If you do like to do crafts at home, keep all ribbons you ever have. And from this huge pile of old ribbons, I choose those small and thin ones. What I did is I took them and I used them as if they were real thread. Well, kind of. All I did is I tied them on the back, different colors for different buttons. You can either sew buttons with thread to belt or use those colorful ribbons and sew them to the belt or use hot glue gun. First of all is how I attached belt. I measured size of the head and I sew each side of the belt together. Once you attach ribbon to buttons, you can either sew it or use hot glue gun to attach buttons to belt. This is another version of using belt. This one is the most minimalistic hat from all designs that I did today. I just tied belt over hat, cut extra off, and now you can be creative with flowers. I kept it simple to just few flowers. This ribbon I didn't tie, I just folded and sew it. Then I made my own flowers from those sleeves. Sew like 3-4 leaves together with matching thread. Here you can either glue or sew extra flowers to ribbon. If it's small, I recommend to glue it. If it's big, then sew it. I like this design because I can use my summer scarves, soft and elegant. No need to glue or sew anything. And what you can use as bow is a hair clip that looks like bow. I put in description box below link to beautiful bows that you can buy. I found this lace ribbon that has holes where you can add extra ribbon. You can make it 1 color, 2, 3 colors or rainbow color. So I stick to rainbow color hat. This ribbon gives me a lot of opportunities. To create this massive bow, first I tied large bow few times. Then I used transparent ribbon and I tied it few times again. This gives me opportunity to experiment with different ribbons. I provided in description box below for all kinds of ribbons you can use for your hat and where you can buy them. Once you sew each ribbon together, I put flowers inside of a middle section of ribbon. You can sew it to secure it better. Once that is done, main yellow ribbon I measured on my hat and sew it with matching color ribbon. And only then I sew my bow to the ribbon. Now I'm swapping to different style of hat. You can find it in description box below with link to my Amazon page with different summer hats you can buy. Here I saved a lot of old bows, all kinds of bows. Once I knew size of my hat, I saw each side and I attached bow that I like the most. I think this is my favorite hat. By the way, comment down below of which hat is your favorite. This design is more complex because of so many flowers you can use. Remember earlier I said if you use bigger or longer flowers, it's better to sew them? This is the case, so make sure your thread matching your flowers. Once I fold this bow, only then I sew it to main large ribbon and I attached flowers to it. You would need pretty thick but flat elastic band that you measure around your head and sew the ends together. I had leftover lace fabric from an old shirt, so I used it like a hat. Place it on your head and place elastic band over it. Make sure it's tight and you have extra 2 centimeters or 1 inch left over all around. Those are my favorite scissors for fabric. If you need one or you want to browse looking for all kinds of scissors, sizes and shapes, I left in description down below with a great collection of them. Once you cut leftover fabric, fold lace fabric inside of elastic band. Do not take it off from hat, sew it on your hat, otherwise it will be super hard to keep the right shape. Same way I cut top part of lace, fold it and sew it on my hat. This bright orange ribbon I simply tied like a regular bow. Your first step is to put lace on first, and then this bright orange ribbon second. We're almost done. Finishing touches is to add large flowers that simply glue it to ribbon. Glue it to ribbon and not to lace so you can easily take it off and on. All ribbons must look nice and neat. And right before each hat, I iron my ribbons. This is a super convenient and great for small details iron, also for travel and soft fabric. If you like it, you can find a link to it in description box below. There are multiple ways you can create this bow. The way I did it is to fold bow and sew it to separate section of ribbon with matching thread. While ribbons is on your hat, you just simply sew it using hot glue gun to attach all flowers on the back and all around your ribbon. I started with darker color flowers to end with darker as well. That way it helps bow to stand out on the back. This style was inspired by country and forest, way wild and fresh. You will need to fold flowers and definitely sew it to ribbon. Once you start adding smaller flowers, again, goal here is to use flowers that reminds you of forest and country. Smaller details, you can glue it if you want. This ribbon I folded and sewed right in the middle, and orange flowers I sew as well. All of those best done with thread that matching your flowers and ribbons or any decor you add to it. I prepared a large selection of thread, different colors for you, and link to it in description box below where you can purchase it. I found it a little tricky to glue them, so I just glue it to inside part of ribbon, not to your hat. If anything sticks out, just cut it off, or you can add maybe extra flower to cover it. And now you will have plenty of space to store all of your hats with all your designs. And now, the most important hat in my entire life. Oh yes guys, from all of today's hats, this is the one I have been waiting for many years. I graduated from New York Institute of Technology with degree in digital film and television production. This is why I'm decorating my hat with clapperboard, where I added slogan of my channel, Galaxy of Creativity. Also, this is the name of my new merchandising brand of clothing, phone cases, and more. Link to it you can find in description box below. Second reason why I'm decorating my hat this way is because I'm having online graduation now, but my school is having an extra graduation for class of 2020 that will take place in May 2021. I'm class of 2020, just like many of us are celebrating it during quarantine. It's still a graduation, so let's have fun and still celebrate it. Guys, please comment down below what was your favorite design of all the hats I created today. And of course, you know the routine. Subscribe, like, and share this video. We'll see you next time.